Hello everybody, welcome back to this ear training series. This is already part 3, and if you did not see any of the other videos, or if you're new to ear training, be sure to check out the previous videos first. They're up here, or the link is in the description. So let's get creative. In this video, everything is going to be about the vertical domain. And what I mean by that is when a chord sounds, everything sounds vertically at the same time, while a melody is one after the other. So that's why horizontal. Chords are very rewarding to play, especially if you have some juicy ones with a nice sonority. But it can be difficult to hear what notes are actually present in a chord, especially when you are not the one that's playing the chords. So no more delay, let's get to work. So our first exercise is an interesting one. So you play the interval of the perfect fifth and you hold it, and you'll sing an interval in between the perfect fifth to make it into a chord. But you cannot hum the note first. So you need to imagine the note and sing it straight away. So you need to be spot on. And once you're finished with a perfect fifth, then you go to a major sixth interval, and then you repeat the same procedure. You just sing the notes in between to make it into a chord. So it would be something like this. I played the perfect fifth. Da, 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 do, no. Chord exercise number 2. Learn to recognize the different chord qualities and their inversions by ear. This one sounds a bit obvious, but it's not. You need to actively compare the difference between minor chords and major chords. For example, when you have a 1-4-1 progression, compare how it sounds when you play both minor chords or when you play both major chords. And how do the chords sound in succession when you play multiple minor chords in stepwise progression or multiple major chords in a stepwise progression. You need to learn to recognize the difference between the sonority of a major chord in its first inversion. How does it sound? Does it sound radiant? Does it sound open and powerful? And compare it to the soft sound of a minor chord in its first inversion. Chord exercise number 3. Listen carefully to chords and sing all the notes that are present in the chord. It is great when you can instantly recognize chord qualities when they're played, but it's even better when you can hear the separate notes and what order they are played in. Here's how you can train this. The easiest way is to start by singing the outer voices, because they are the most prominent ones. So you sing the bass note and you sing the highest note. And from there you work your way inwards. And you try to recognize the voices that are inside the outer notes. And our last chord exercise is definitely a fun one. Play simple chords and sing extra tones on top, below, or in the middle. Wouldn't it be nice if you can accurately imagine any extension to a chord without even playing it? This will enrich your creativity and imagination a lot. And here's a way to practice this. So you play a simple chord, and then for example you're going to add a major 6 extension. And that would sound like this. Da. Or what you could do is play a major chord and sing the dominant 7 below. Ba. Also name the extension that you're singing by the function it has in the chord. So for example in my last chord it was the dominant 7, so then it would be 7. And you can do this with simple triads in the root position, or in the first inversion or second inversion. But I think it's the easiest if the chords remain simple, so that you can actually hear the extension on top. But that's your choice. Are you starting to see a connection between all the exercises and the previous videos? Every step and each interval is relevant and connected. Quickly recognizing and being able to sing tones that are in a chord is a skill you will not regret practicing. So while you're off adding these extra tips to your continuously growing list, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And for now, see you next time.